Hey nesters, welcome back to Nesting Haven. Today I'm taking you to Goodwill doing some thrift shopping along with me. The first thing I saw were these really beautiful milk glass creamer and open sugar. You can see the marking on the bottom here. I was trying to show you. See the little I and the G? That stands for Imperial Glass. And so that's a good way to indicate what company had made that. Those are really beautiful. A lot of people that collect milk glass seem to not really be into the grapes pattern for some reason, but I thought those are really pretty. I didn't need them myself, so I decided to pass. I really fell in love with this painting here. It's inside of a nice old wooden frame. I love the colors to it, definitely my style. And I'm so bummed I didn't end up picking this up. I was trying to find a price on it. There was no price that I could see, so I just decided I didn't want to mess with it trying to figure out the price. I was quite busy in the store that day, and I just didn't want to get sticker shocked at the register, I guess, and feel obligated to buy it since I had put it up there if it was going to be too much. So that's why I decided to pass, but I should have just went ahead and brought it up and seen. I'm sure it wouldn't have been too bad. So this was really neat. It's the first time I ever saw the cornflower blue with a cover like this with the actual pattern on top. Usually I just see the clear glass covers, so that was really neat to see. It's not really a pattern I like to collect myself. I do have some that I inherited from a family member, and I love those just because they're a family heirloom, but it's not something I seek out myself. I enjoy other patterns, but that was really cool to see. I found this really neat set of enameled bowls and plates. I thought this would be excellent for camping. I haven't been picking up knick-knack figurine type items too much lately, but these little squirrels were just so adorable. I think they look really excellent in fall decor particularly, and they are salt and pepper shakers, so they have a purpose if you would like to use them. So I probably will end up reselling those. I just thought they were really cute and obviously vintage, so couldn't pass them up. Those bare wilderness plates down there are really pretty. I really like that kind of style. It doesn't really go with my things too much, but I do enjoy seeing that. Now this is a toothpick holder, and I just love the image on it. I believe it's either like a German or Swiss couple. Such vibrant colors, and I kind of have a thing for these vintage toothpick holders, so I thought that was great. So I'm checking out the clear glass section again, looking for some kitchen items. Just for myself, I don't usually pick up the clear glass to resell because it just doesn't really move. But, I definitely enjoy it for myself. I thought this was very beautiful. It had this dimensional apple, so the dimensional part was on the bottom, so the inside was all nice and smooth. But very pretty, so if you cut the pie, you can kind of see this design at the bottom. Only $3, so I thought that was a pretty great deal. So this oval casserole dish was absolutely stunning. It had a little bit of colored tint to it, and I believe it's a newer piece. I didn't know if it might have been like something like Pioneer Woman. I didn't really see a marking on it, so I'm not sure what it was exactly, but it was gorgeous. However, it was very heavy, and I don't typically like to carry stuff like out of the oven that is already heavy like that, so once you get the food in there, it becomes a little bit too much. So I decided to pass on it, but it was very beautiful. What do you guys prefer to bake your pies in? Do you prefer the glass like this, or do you like the ceramic? I don't know if people really do it in metal. Those are usually the two options I use. I've been liking the clear glass a little bit better lately, but I still enjoy the ceramic ones as well. I've yet to try the ones that have their built-on recipes on them, and I do plan to do that. I'm gonna force myself to do a video when I make it. That way I get it done and finally go ahead and try those recipes. So I'll look forward to that in the future. I was so excited when I saw these old-fashioned clothespins. I've been wanting to try these forever. We are actually just working on rebuilding a clothesline for ourselves off of our back porch, and I've always just used the little pincher ones. So if you've ever used these old-fashioned ones, let me know down in the comments how you like them and if you prefer them over the more modern ones. So I found this really great wooden bill organizer for only $6. I love the pull-out drawer on the bottom. I thought this would be excellent for office supplies, storage for the bottom here so the junk drawer doesn't get too crazy. And then I thought I might be able to come up with a more creative idea to use the top pieces for probably more along the lines of planning. I usually pay my bills online, so I don't know if I'll necessarily need it for specific bill paying, but I think I can come up with some idea to use the top slats for. If you guys have any ideas, definitely let me know. I found this adorable mini bench. I thought this would look really cute with a couple of plant pots on it and some flowers. Or I was considering just putting it in my chicken coop and they could kind of like perch on it. That might be kind of silly, but I did initially think about the chickens when I saw it. Okay, so I do regret not picking these up. They were a little bit lightweight, so that was kind of a turn off. They just seemed kind of cheaply made. But I love mushrooms, and I think those would have looked really nice on my decor, so I definitely regret not getting that. Pretty cool nail art. I love sunflowers. The little leaf was kind of messed up there, so that was an easy pass there. I was trying to figure out what state this was. I think maybe New Hampshire, but I'm not exactly sure. And it was kind of odd that they put a little hook at the center there. I believe it's supposed to be a cutting board and someone just kind of makeshift some little hooks on there. And these calendars, I always think they're really pretty, but I know practically I would never want to redo those every month. I mean, who's got time for that, right? Honestly, I just know myself. And I've had those little wooden block ones before, and you have to like turn the block over to the day, and yeah, I never could keep up with those either, so it's just not a practical thing for me personally. I love looking at this wooden section, always so many unique things, and half the time I don't even understand what the purpose of the things were. See, this is a really nice kind of rustic farmhouse piece, but I don't know what I personally would use just that little slot for. I'm not even sure what it was originally intended for, maybe a few of your go-to spices. I have been keeping my eyes out for a picnic basket that I would like to use. This one was a promising one. It had some really cool flannel liner on the inside. It was just a little bit more on the longer side than I wanted. I wanted something a bit taller. I did end up finding a picnic basket that I wanted at the store today. I don't think I was able to film it. It was kind of last minute as I was cashing out. I spied it, but I will show you guys what it looks like at the end of the video. This section here is always a bit overwhelming for me. They kind of just toss all this kind of tool and miscellaneous stuff together. And I do like to look because I like to garden and we're getting into homesteading more these days. I found this pretty significantly sized rope for $3. I thought that would be really handy for gardening, trellising, fencing, stuff like that. And so I went ahead and grabbed that. I also found this little miniature hammer, which I thought would be really great on the homestead. I have 2 little boys that like to help with projects. I thought that would be perfect for them. Always love to check out the crocheted or knitted blankets. This one had some really gorgeous colors. I thought the way they stitched the lines together looked a little sloppy, so I decided to leave it, but I did enjoy the colors to that. These were, I think they were kind of more of a red and they were stained on the bottom, so I decided to pass and there was only 2. Now, I've found a lot of beautiful doilies, but this is my favorite I've ever come across because of that nice yellow around the edge. I absolutely love that. I do plan to keep this one. I do pick up a lot to resell because people enjoy them, but I can't pass up that one. So of course I had to check out the cookbooks real quick. They didn't have a whole lot today. I did spy one that seemed kind of interesting, and I almost think I already have this one, but I have so many cookbooks now I'm getting to the point where I might be buying duplicates. So I might have to resell this if I do find that I did already purchase it, but I thought that one was pretty great. I found a couple of devotional books on the top shelf from the Duck Commander, the Robinsons there. And, you know, as a his and hers, I picked one up for my husband. I'll do the other one. Always nice to find some interesting devotional books to work through and kind of ponder on. I also found this book by C.S. Lewis. He actually has a really interesting testimony where he was a Christian as a young boy and his mother had passed away and he kind of struggled with Christianity and believing in it for a long time, and then he did eventually come around and realize that the Christian faith and what it said was real. Now let's check out everything that I ended up thrifting today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I super appreciate it, and we will catch you in the next one. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you then. Bye.